We are descending into Salt Lake City. You can see Antelope Island there, covered in snow. Of course, below us is could be a mixture of snow and salt water. Interesting fact, the Great Salt Lake almost never freezes over because it's so salty. Hasn't been snowing here a lot lately. Coming in from Portland, we're coming into Salt Lake City. The lake nearly never freezes over because it's so salty. Antelope Island is a land bridge now connecting it with mainland Utah, as I like to call it. Antelope Island, Great Salt Lake. Again, the inspiration for the name of Salt Lake City. I think they might be able to come up with a more creative name, but it works. There's I-80. Runs right alongside the Great Salt Lake to Wendover, Nevada. Now those little islands there, those are for extracting salt from the lake. Islands of water there, those are for getting salt out of the lake, purifying it so it's safe to eat. There's a power plant over there for whatever reason. Guess it's a good place for a power plant. We're descending. Looks like we're going in for a traffic pattern. See that C on that hill? It's for Cypress High School nearby. Utah, having letters on the hills or mountains is not uncommon. Of course, the Y, the most famous hillside letter in America for BYU. Of course, there's a beautiful mountain. Can't remember what it's called. We're descending in Salt Lake right next to it. Of course, Utahns don't say Salt Lake City as much. They just refer to it as Salt Lake. If they're talking about the lake, they call it the Great Salt Lake. We're encountering a bit of weight of turbulence because mountain valleys produce a lot of it. Now this is snow, not salt. I have to remind you, we're not over the Great Salt Lake anymore. We are over the Salt Lake Valley. And we're coming up on Bingham Canyon Copper Mine, the biggest copper mine in the world. Biggest open pit copper mine in the world. If I do this, you can see it down to the bottom of the screen to the left. You'll be able to see the sun too. And that layer of clouds way off to your left, that is Utah Valley. And those are not clouds, that is pollution. Well, they are clouds of pollution. Utah Valley, of course, a 2-minute flight from the Salt Lake City International Airport. Turning out towards, see, there's Mount Timpanogos right there. That big mountain to your left. The third highest mountain in Utah. Now we're descending into the Salt Lake Valley through the pollution that's already here. completed a 180-degree traffic pattern turn towards Salt Lake City, lining up for the runway. We are descending over the town of West Jordan, it looks like, or Cottonwood Heights, or Kearns, one of those. Again, one of my favorite descents, not only because it takes me home, but also because it's just pretty, specifically in the winter where there's at least some snow on the ground right now. The ski resort's probably having a ball with all this snow. I live in Provo. Provo's not in Salt Lake Valley. Provo men get very mad when you say Provo is in Salt Lake City, or that Provo is part of Salt Lake City, because it's not. It's an entirely different city, and we like to keep it that way. Thank you very much. It's the Maverick Center off to your right, where the Utah Grizzlies ECHL team play. Looks like we're a bit high for the Salt Lake City, but there's I-215 right there. I believe that's I-215 anyway. Anyway, Salt Lake City, the airport is only a 10-minute drive from downtown, 7 miles out. If you take I-80, if you take Center Street, it's a bit more. It's the city right underneath downtown, the skyline right on, well, right winglet is blocking it a bit. There we go, you can kind of see it. We're correcting for whatever. There's I-80. There's Salt Lake City in the background, in the smog, in the haze. Coming into the airport. We are on airport property. There's the parking garage. Coming in for landing, 36 right, left, 36 left. I can see the car from here. And we are almost home. And touchdown. Almost. That has got to be the smoothest landing on an A320 I've ever seen. Of course, Salt Lake City International Airport taken over by Delta airplanes. Longest flight from Salt Lake all the way to Amsterdam. Anyway, welcome to Salt Lake City. Welcome to Utah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Delta's pleasure to welcome you to Salt Lake City, with local time is 1:02.
Also my pleasure.
As well as your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and all your carry-on items stowed until the captain brings the aircraft to a complete stop at the gate and turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. At this time, check in and around your